Hello there. Today we will be trying something a little different from my usual videos. I will be playing through a run of the game Ancient Dungeon VR. I hope you enjoy, and let's just hop right into the video. Let's hop right into the first run. The run began like any other. Broke some stuff, ignored the adventurer, talked to the old man, went over and hit the anvil. That out of the way, let's begin the run. Began like any other. I looked around in the dungeon, broke some stuff, opened a chest, then proceeded to get harassed by a bat before fighting some more monsters. I then took about 3 steps before another enemy started stoning me. You could say he's a real stoner. I then finished clearing out the room. Before continuing through the dungeon. Then I entered this room with this red chest. Now, I didn't want to go and open the chest right away because these red chests spawn enemies. After that, I continued my quest through the dungeon. I made sure to clear out all the boxes, tables, and enemies in this room. Took me quite some time, so I have sped up the footage. As I was going through this room destroying everything, I had a thought. Where do these tables come from? Like, do these guys just stand around and wait for you to show up? Some sort of dinner party? Anyways, back to the video.
Yeah!
Now, this item I got here, I can tell you now, I never once used it on a real enemy because I kept setting it off on accident. Over and over. When you set something off on accident like this, it's so very frustrating. In a later run, I had an exploding thing and I just keep accidentally exploding. Like right here, I just accidentally set it off. And now we enter the merchant's shop. I have always wondered how this merchant stays in business selling stuff to adventurers in a dungeon. I mean, you even buy the things with the gold you find in the dungeon. So why doesn't he just go out and grab the gold himself? After all, he does live in this dungeon, or at least own a shop. Also, a friendly word of advice: don't hit the merchant. This has been your campaignful PSA announcement. And now, after I have finished ransacking the merchant's shop, we shall head off to fight the first boss. As I was going through the dungeon, I came across this prison cell area, which reminds me of that one time I broke out of prison. You know, ah, good times. Which, fun fact, they never did find the body. we stand. At the door of the first boss. Let's see how I do. Let the fight commence. After making it into the infested dungeon, I walked around for a bit before coming across this strange totem. It wanted me to give it 15 gold. But, as you can see, I didn't have enough gold. So, like any rational person without enough money, I started hitting the thing that I wanted my money from. And I got something. So I guess the life lesson here is if you want something, you just have to hit it with a sword enough times until it gives you what you want. So after walking around for a bit, I came across this secret room. Inside it, I found some gravestones. I also set off my ability on accident. Now you may be wondering whose gravestones they are, but I don't know. Leave your guesses in the comment. My guess is that they are the graves of insert social commentary here. Wow, he made a social comment say that. So then I did some more stuff, but that's not important. Eventually I came across this magic orb. and I'm not entirely sure what it did, but I'm pretty sure that it turned the enemies to gold and made them drop more coins, but I don't for sure know. So after going through all those traps, I got, drumroll, nothing! What a great reward. As I was going through editing this video, I had a thought. This dungeon is called the Infested Dungeon, but what is it infested with? I thought it was mushrooms, but if you look at the enemies in here, only 2 out of the 5 are mushrooms. So my theory is that the dungeon is infested with bugs and none of the monsters can get an exterminator down here to clean them out because every time one comes down, they kill them. Maybe that's where the graves come from. Well, back to the video. And now we have made it to the Infested Dungeon Merchant. You know, I have always wondered if the Infested Merchant knows the Overgrown Merchant. Like, do they go out for lunch sometimes? Hang out like friends or something? here I stand once more at the door of a boss. Let's head in. And then the third part of the dungeon happened, but we don't need to talk about that. And thus concludes my run of Ancient Dungeon VR. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.